India versus Pakistan. The biggest match of the league stage of the World Cup is here. India take on arch rivals Pakistan at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad on October 14th. There's a lot of hype around the game for obvious reasons, and with the way both teams are playing, the hype is justified. India and Pakistan have started off in superb fashion at the World Cup, winning their first two games. India survived a scare against Australia in Chennai before annihilating Afghanistan in Delhi, while Pakistan had a relatively easy victory against the Netherlands followed by a record run chase against Sri Lanka, both in Hyderabad. A bit on the venue. The venue for the marquee encounter is Ahmedabad, where the tournament opener was played. 4 ODIs have been played so far at the new stadium. The average first inning score here is 240, with teams batting first having won 2 out of 4 games. India have played 3 ODIs here, all against the West Indies in early 2022. For Pakistan, it will be their first game at this venue. Now for some team news. In a highly promising update for India, Shubman Gill is back in the nets as his recovery from dengue continues. He has travelled to Ahmedabad, however, his availability for the game is still uncertain. Rohit Sharma smashed several records during his century against Afghanistan in the last game and will be high on confidence, especially after having scored an attacking half-century against Pakistan in the Asia Cup last month. India opted to play Shardul Thakur in place of Ravichandran Ashwin in the last game. You can expect them to continue with the same combination. The Ahmedabad surface hasn't offered a whole lot to spinners, whereas seamers have generally extracted something out of the surface, particularly with new ball under lights. Pakistan replaced Fakhar Zaman with Abdullah Shafique in the last game and he responded with a brilliant century. They now have a solid young opener who they can rely on. Shaheen Afridi has not looked in great rhythm in the World Cup so far, especially during the last game against Sri Lanka, where he was seen hobbling a bit. Pakistan would hope that Afridi is back to full fitness and rhythm for the India game. Here are some fantasy tips for your team. Rohit Sharma brought his A game against Afghanistan, conquering the left-arm threat of Fazal Haq Farooqi, with Shaheen Afridi not in good rhythm, and Rohit having recently scored a half-century against Pakistan, he should feature on your team. Virat Kohli has started off the World Cup with 2 successive half-centuries. His last outing against Pakistan in the Asia Cup produced an epic 100. He is a must-have in your team. Shaheen averages 51.5 from 2 games at the World Cup so far. He does not seem to be 100% fit. He can be avoided, particularly if Pakistan are bowling first. Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah should both make into your 11, especially if India bowls second, given how the ball behaves under lights at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Both bowlers are excellent exponents of swing bowling and will put the Pakistan top order under trouble. Mohammad Rizwan has scored more than 800 runs at an average of 75.2 and a strike rate of 94.7 with 7 50s and 100, which came in the last game against Sri Lanka. He is Pakistan's most informed batter and he should be in your side. Babar Azam has not crossed 30 in his last 5 ODI. He doesn't have a great record against India either, an average of 28 from 6 games with no half-centuries. It wouldn't be a bad idea to not pick him, especially if Pakistan are chasing. Here's a fantasy team for you. Rohit Sharma, Abdullah Shafique, Virat Kohli, Mohammad Rizwan, KL Rahul, Saud Shakeel, Hardik Pandya, Mohammad Nawaz, Haris Rauf, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj. Captain Virat Kohli. Vice captain options Mohammad Rizwan and Hardik Pandya.